Today I'm in the LA area, and one thing about Californians is that they can easily boast their state has an abundance of amazing views. But this is one view they don't want, because they've become all too familiar with the dangers of wildland fires. In fact, the one behind me has already consumed tens of thousands of acres, threatened many homes, and burned several. And that's why a few weeks ago I traveled to the Bay Area and met with Fire Chief Mike Hacke of the Spring Valley Volunteer Fire Department, as well as his drone program manager, Captain Simon So, to find out how they've integrated drones into their operations to make them safer and more effective. So come with me as we talk to them to see what a success this program has been.
My name is Mike Hacke. I'm the fire chief for the Spring Valley Volunteer Fire Department here in Northern California. I've been with the department actually for 46 years. I've been the chief for almost 20 years. Our department consists of all volunteer. We have approximately 65 volunteers. That's between support staff and fire suppression staff.
My name is Simon So, and I'm one of the fire captains here, specifically in charge of the UAS division. Started out as a hobbyist with drones, like a lot of other people. We brought it over to the fire department, and we thought it'd be a great asset and tool to aid in different scenarios that we deal with here at Spring Valley Fire.
Your department has started integrating drones. You know, I, as a fire chief, started around 2014 integrating drones for safety reasons on wildland fires, and it grew from there. But tell me kind of how you got the department into utilizing drones.
This is just new to us. Last year we brought on Captain Simon So. He's kind of in charge of we call it the UAS program. We have a dedicated Tahoe, which has our equipment inside of it. It's got a built-in 40-inch screen in the back of it. It's completely decked out strictly. It's my own fire chief's vehicle, but we turn it into a drone vehicle. And we support anybody in the region here that requests us to come and launch our drones. As a matter of fact, the other night we were called out to Santa Clara County over in the Los Gatos Hills area for a subject that was screaming for help, and the ground crews couldn't get to him, and we ended up getting our drones on scene and launching them to help locate the subject. And with that type of technology, it was just fantastic. And there's not very many agencies in this region that have drones. A lot of police departments have them, but fire-wise, no.
And how valuable have they been for you and your operations here at your department?
We have 4 certified drone pilots. They're certified through the FAA to actually fly. We're in the process right now of they're certified to fly during the daytime, but night ops is something we're working on. We're starting to get our people involved, our pilots involved with getting taught how to fly at nighttime. Obstructions, wires, things of that you don't see at nighttime. You know, and Captain Simon So, our UAS captain, he's in charge of he's in the forefront of all this and getting it all done. During the daytime, we've used the drones to find lost children up in the hills up here. We can't really fly it on fires per se, because CAL FIRE flies aircraft. They fly helicopters and air tankers on these fires, so they don't want these up. But we had a 750-acre grass fire like about 3 weeks ago to the east of us here in a regional park, and we actually flew it during the day while the CAL FIRE aircraft were down. So we were up flying around and scouting things out. We've helped the sheriff's office and Milpitas Police, the local police department down here, with looking for an armed suspect that was up in the hills here. We flew the drone around and helped, survey the area. So, we're fire, but we've also been able to assist local law enforcement agencies with things of that nature.
A lot of people don't realize it, but it's actually brought a whole new perspective, really, right? From that aerial angle, you can see so much more, whether it be a missing person or missing vehicle type scenario, or in some cases a wildland fire where we can see which way the fire is spreading, right, in a favorable or unfavorable direction. Has been invaluable, unlike any other tool that we've had.
What challenges do you see that you guys face here at your department with drones?
I think getting more people squared away with flying, getting over those night hurdles to learn how to fly at nighttime. As a matter of fact, this evening at 8 o'clock, we're actually going to be doing some night training. I know one of our drones can actually carry an AED. If we had to bring water to a person that was stuck out in the hills and we found them, we could use the drone for that. That could be a great selling point to other fire agencies. It's new. It's a new technology. So it's kind of like baby steps right now. But I think this is going to go huge. I think eventually it's going to go, incredible.
Because these are considered aircraft by the FAA, right? There are certain regulations that we have to abide by. The government's been great in providing exceptions or waivers for public safety agencies. There's going to be a lot of tech coming, and we're constantly keeping an eye on that, right? With different docks and ground stations, for example, and fully autonomous flight, which we are experimenting with already with our partners. And so, there's going to be some regulatory pieces that we need to get over. And we're out there, always looking for the best brands, right?
Yeah.
Like DJI, which really have the user interfaces that people tend to like, easy to use, packed with technology, of course, and also favorable price points, really, right? Because all public safety agencies are constrained by budgets. And with the docks, for example, where we first started seeing them at over 6 figures, for example, they've come down a lot, right, with some of the newer products that we're testing today.
With some of the legislative issues that have been out there as far as drones, restricting certain drone products, is there any take you have on that you would like to voice?
I think the biggest hurdle right now is the public safety community. A lot of them are roadblocked into the fact that they only want to fly a drone that's made in America. And I understand that. DJI makes a great product. And they're built overseas. I know that, aren't they? They're built in China. Mm-hmm. Some agencies, I think they just look past and look through that. But there's others that are very stern about that type of a situation. And I think that goes in anything you could think of. There's goods and bads and pros and cons and stuff like that. But I think in a whole, it's a great deal.
What would you see the future of drone use in public safety being?
I think it's going to be eventually used for, say, a communication center. They get a call for a burglary in progress, okay? You have drones strategically set up throughout the city, say on top of every fire station. In the comm center, you can go on your console and push a button and automatically launch that drone to start towards an incident to help with looking for suspects, getting ahead of things. So I think same thing with a fire. If there's a structure fire, you get the drone launched, that drone will beat a fire truck there because it's line of sight, get up in the air, boom, and go. And I think it's going to be a valuable tool to help with the logistics for any kind of emergency incident.
We see a lot more tech coming, right? There's not a whole lot of use for third-party software right now. We do use them for mapping and agronomy, for detecting where areas are dry versus not. We are starting to work with some fire marshals to use drone technology for abatement and things like that, where, for example, somebody may not want us on their land, right? We're able to go above and really assess areas with that way. In the future, we would imagine, better lenses, better payloads, again, more third-party software really around managing wildfire scenes, for example, and predictive machine learning type things, and artificial intelligence, of course.
So any last thoughts?
DJI makes a great product. Our fire department, again, we've been using the drones for over a year now. We have 3 drones that we use, 3 different size DJI drones we use. It's a very valuable tool for our fire department, and it's helped us in many, many emergencies.
No, it's great technology. I'm glad to have brought it to this department. Our goal is to share, right? Hence this UAS response unit that I was able to convince the chief to procure for us and allow us to have. So we actually go out and assist other agencies quite a bit. And so we just really want to share the information and best practices and things that we're able to do with these new tools.
For those that don't know, I was a fire chief in North Texas for 10 years. And I retired to go to work at DJI so that I could continue my life-saving mission. Now, by traveling across the country and the world, speaking to fire departments, police departments, search and rescue groups, and many other industries to show them the benefits that drones can bring to their operations. The benefits include not only keeping their personnel safe, as well as the community that they swore to protect safe, but also making those operations more efficient and reducing costs. Unfortunately, at the same time, we have seen drones become a target of misinformation on many different fronts. Specifically now, lobbying against DJI drones, calling them a data security threat in an effort to get them removed from the market, restricted, or pushed out of federal agencies. Unfortunately, these rumors are simply that, unfounded. And we have seen countless independent data security audits prove that DJI drones do not pose any data security threats. In addition to this, while this video was being produced, the U.S. Government Accounting Office produced a report that showed the restriction by the federal government of certain drones by use of the Department of Interior has reduced their firefighting and fire prevention capabilities. This is because it has forced them to use far less efficient, far more costlier equipment. And in cases because of this, they have gone without this life-saving technology. So we will leave the links to these reports down below and let you see for yourself.